Alright guys, I'm going to show you what I do to take a snippet out of a document. I'm going to show you what to do if you've got one line you need and what to do if you've got, say, more than one line or one line that spills over from one line of the document to the line below it, how to compact that all into one piece of a clip that you can use in Edius. So this is what we do. Okay, this is from a story from the other day. It's a magistrate's order. First off, I want to take the signature of the magistrate down here. It's not really the signature, but the name of the magistrate in this box that's checked. So what I do is I select the Snippet tool. I use it all the time, so I have it saved down here. If you don't have it, just search for it. And there we are. We'll click on it. Now, before we start snipping, we'll go ahead and minimize it. Let's zoom in on here so that it's not all pixelated when we use it. If you hold down Control and then scroll with your mouse wheel, it zooms in for you. And then you can, drag it with the mouse. We want it to be really as big as possible so that it's not as pixelated when you use it on TV. So we take our snippet tool, we click New. I'm going to select this chunk right here, and I want it to be highlighted. So I'm going to click on the highlighter thing, and this is tedious. There's got to be an easier way, but I don't have it, or the station can't afford it. So this is what I do, and I just, like a coloring book, just highlight this whole section. Everything, I'm going to crop it. So even though it looks all jagged and like something a toddler did, we'll crop it so it just looks like a highlighted rectangle. So I finish doing that. Oh, missed a spot. And missed a spot over here too. Then we click Save. I will save it to, what story was this? Oh yeah, Longview Police. I'll save it here and I'll call it Madge. Alright, but say that's not the only thing we need. Say we also want, and I did want this for this story, by not complying with officers' commands to stop taking photos and refusing to give the officer her cell phone for evidence. I want all of that, but I don't want all the extra words in these lines. So just cutting as a big rectangle wouldn't work. So here's what I do. I'm going to zoom in by holding down Control and scrolling with the mouse button. So I'm zoomed in a little bit. I get my snippet tool, click New, and I select by not complying with. Then I hit Control C for copy. You can also copy right here. Then I'm going to open the Microsoft Paint tool that's down here. I'm going to go ahead and maximize it and then hit Control V. You can also do it, by right clicking and paste. And I'm just going to, now I got two of them because I did it twice. I'm just going to pull that over here. So there's our first chunk. I'm going to pull the document back up. And I want the next part of this line. Officers' commands to stop taking photos and Control C for copy. Pull back up Paint. Paste it in there. Just leave it here like that. Pull up the document. Then we want refusing to get the, so we pull up the snippet tool. Grab this piece. Control C for copy. Pull up Paint. Paste. Pasting it in there. Then we've got one more chunk in that document. Officer her cell phone. So we pull this back up. Officer her cell phone. Control C for copy. You'll notice I'm not highlighting this, and I'll show you why, because we haven't put it together yet. So we pull back up the Paint tool, Control V for paste. Okay, so now we've got this hodgepodge of all the different words we want. So we'll start putting it together. You just select just by dragging over the piece you want. This will be the first part of the line. You just kind of got to eyeball it, what you think will work. Officer's commands, going to drag that in place, try to line it up. We'll do that for the first part. This will be our second line. To stop taking photos and refusing to give, we'll pull this for the next part of that line. And then for the third line of our chunk, we will take what's left over. Just kind of line up the best we can. So this all isn't even, so it's time to fix that. These two lines are pretty close, but this one is not. So we'll select this one and we'll just kind of drag it to the middle. Kind of right here. Okay, so now it looks good, but it's not highlighted. So how do you highlight it? Well, you just do another snippet. And you drag it over here, select your highlighter, and you're just doing the coloring book thing. If perfect world, we would have better software for this. You can yellowize something in Edius, but the problem is it makes the shadow yellow too, which I don't like, but every now and then I'll do. So that's why I do it this way. If you guys have a program that you think's better that is free, let me know, because I'm open to suggestions. Alright. Okay, so now we save. We'll call this not complying with demands. Okay, so now the next step is to crop out all of this junk right here. So here's how we do that. We pull up the folder with those files in it. Desktop, Longview Police. We are going to right-click, open with Paint. And then we will select a good shape for our clip here. That looks pretty good, I guess. And then up here we click crop. Great. Now we go to save, and it's saved, just like that. So you can go ahead and close that. And when we click on it in the folder, there it is, nice and cropped. So let's do that to the other one we did. Here it is, right click, open with, paint. All right, we select our rectangle. Something like that. Crop. Save. Then we close. Now, in Edius, go to your bin. You can double click in the open gray space. Go to that folder where you saved it. Let's see where we got it here. This is the clip we want, and this is the clip we want. I've already done this package, so I've already done all this. Then you can just drop that bad boy in your timeline.
Got this warrant from a magistrate for Price's arrest. It says she resisted, obstructed, and delayed police by taking pictures. It is not a crime to take pictures of
and there you go. So that's what I do. If you guys have any suggestions of ways we can do this better, email me and let me know, because I'm definitely not saying I have the perfect way to do it. This is just a method that I've come up with that I use. So hope that helps.